Are you giving your Xero users too much access or not enough? In this quick guide, we will show you how to manage Xero user permission levels so your team only sees what they need to. Let's protect your business, reduce errors, and improve efficiency, especially if you are running a Malaysian SME. So let's start off with this. To come to this page, you need to click on the top left, which is your company name, and then click on Settings. And under this page, you have to choose Users. And you will be able to see the list of the user that already have access into this account. So to invite a new user, you can click on this button, and then you put in the first name, last name, email address. And the rest of the permission, I think, not often being used in Malaysia. So the basic one, you actually can click on this business and accounting. So in Xero access level, there are 4: invoice only, standard, advisor, read only access. So let's start off with invoice only. Under invoice only, they can only access to sales and purchases. And there's 4 subcategories within this access. The first will be only create drafts. So this access allows the user to create the sales and purchase related transactions, but in only a draft mode. Second subgroup is the sales. So the user actually can access to the quotation and invoicing feature in Xero so that they can issue the quotations and invoices to your customer. Third, purchases. So the user allowed to issue a purchase order, which is a PO, and the bills in Xero. And lastly, the user can create and approve and also record the payment for all the sales and purchases transactions. Please bear in mind, this access, they are not allowed to look at any reports. They couldn't edit any settings. They also couldn't see all the confidential data like profit and loss account, balance sheet, so on and so forth. The second user access, which is the standard. So typically, they actually can create all the sales and purchases, and then they are able to do the bank reconciliations for you as well. But in this access, you can allow them whether they can view and rerun the reports or not. If you do not want them to view and run the reports, you just untick this box. Other than that, you also can allow them whether they can manage the users. Let's move to the third access, which is advisor. They actually can do everything within Xero, including the manual journals, fixed assets, so on and so forth. And here you actually can select whether they can add and edit the bank account details held for customers and suppliers, or they can invite the new users, edit the existing user roles, or delete the users. The last access, which is read-only access. Typically, they actually can read all the sales and purchases transactions. They can look at the bank accounts and balances, and they also can access to the reports. So after you have done setting the user permission, you just hit on this send invite. Your user will be able to receive an email invitation from Xero. So they just need to accept the invitation, and that's where there's a complete guide for you on how to create a new user access. Next, let's talk about how to maintain the existing Xero user access, and of course, to remove those inactive users. So looking at this screen, you have all the list of your user access here. If you want to update the permission of the specific user, you can point to the 3-dot button here, select it, and change the permission that you wanted. And if you want to remove this user, you just choose this, delete this person's account, then the user access will be removed straight away. Here are the 3 pro tips for a better control. First, set clear rules from day 1 to avoid giving advisors access to everyone. Second, use 2-factor authentication for added security. You can use either Xero Verify app or Google Authenticator app for this. And please remember the backup email that you have set up during the access setup. It is to ensure you're still accessible to Xero if you have changed to a new mobile phone or lost your phone. So once you are accessible to Xero account, you may reconfigure the setup to your new mobile phone. Third, audit your user list every quarter, especially before the peak tax or reporting periods. So if you need help setting this up or reviewing your Xero setup, reach out to us at Caltrix, the Xero award-winning partner in Malaysia. Lastly, smart user permissions equals to safer books and better control. Stay tuned for more Xero guides tailored for Malaysian businesses.